Dan is the king of high-ticket sales, and he is a masterful entrepreneur.
That's what I love about Dan, no BS.
Dan is an exceptional leader, teacher, business mentor, and friend.
Dan's a force of nature.
$12 million in my pocket is what I believe I would have above and beyond what I've made in the last 10 years alone, had I found Dan Lok sooner.
Hey, this is Dan Lok. If you don't know me, we have generated over $100 million in coaching and consulting sales in the last couple of years alone. Today, we are going to talk about 3 common consulting proposal mistakes and how to fix them. Now, these 3 mistakes, I have made them all in the past. Has this ever happened to you? You have talked to a prospect and he seems to be interested. He's just like, hey, this is good. This sounds good, send me a proposal, and then guess what? You spent hours working on the proposal, making it all look pretty and things like that, and you send it out, and then what happens? They ghost you. You'll never hear from them again. And now you're wondering what is going on, and you chase them, and you try to email them and call them, and they don't get back to you. You're like, okay, I've just wasted hours and hours and days of my time. And this happens to you again and again. Why are these things happening to you? Because chances are you're making these mistakes. Mistake number 1, you're making the proposal too complicated. I was just consulting with another consultant just a couple weeks ago. And he sent me a proposal that he uses, and he was wondering how come it's not closing sales? How come people are not getting back to him? How come people are ghosting him? I look at the proposal, I'm like, I don't understand what the heck that you do. I'm lost. I don't understand the value proposition. I don't understand what makes you different. And quite frankly, I don't even understand what are the deliverables. I don't get this. So ask yourself, are you making your proposal too complicated? Are you sending them like a 100-page proposal and you wonder why they're saying no? You don't want to make it complicated. You want to make it very, very simple. That's mistake number 1. And number 2 is counting on the proposal to do all the selling for you. No, you should never do that. You should have already done the selling and closing on the phone, face-to-face with the prospect. They already said yes. So the proposal acts more like terms of agreement. Listen, I have done multi-million-dollar deals with CEO. I have closed 6-figure consulting gig. And I have never, ever used a proposal. Ever. I don't use proposals. Now, for some, you may not be comfortable with that idea yet. You still want to rely on the proposal. I'm just saying I don't use it. I don't need to use it. In the past, I have, and I found them to be a waste of time. Why? Because I'm not relying on the proposal to do the heavy lifting. I'm not relying on the proposal to close. I have already closed the deal. My team has already closed the deal. Now the proposal is terms of agreement. Now it's just a simple, hey, here are the terms, let's get it signed, let's get the money taken care of, and let's go. It's very, very simple. Mistake number 3, you are sending the prospects a proposal that you want and not what they want. I'm going to give you a script. So let's say you're on the phone with a prospect, and they are saying, hey, you know what, that sounds very good, like what you do, why don't you send me a proposal? Instead of just saying, hey, great, yeah, I'm going to send you a proposal. Don't do that. Here's what you do. Hey, you know what, Mr. Prospect, I'll be more than happy to send you a proposal. Tell me what would you like to see in the proposal? You ask them first. You ask them what they would like to see in the proposal, and they would say A, B, C, and D. Great. Mr. Prospect, let's assume that we have A, B, C, D in the proposal, and you like what you see. What is going to happen next? Now the truth comes out. Is he going to say, okay, great, then I am ready to move forward with your company? Or are they going to say, well, no, I still would need to talk to my partner and I want to think about it? That is not a prospect that is ready to buy. Now you have to address that objection before you spend hours and hours and hours on the proposal. So those are the 3 common proposal mistakes. Understand, you don't need a proposal to close high-ticket deals. If you want to use proposals, by all means, knock yourself out. But I'm telling you, you do not need to do that. All you need to do is to make a little mental shift and understand how to qualify your prospects? How do you set up the agenda and how do you set up the expectations? And then you will close those high ticket deals. Until then, go high ticket.